Hey, I'm about to go over to Randy Olson's house to weigh in. But one thing I want to show you guys is I started this whole this weight loss challenge. I was wearing probably size 38 in pants, and although you can see that these are still kind of tight, these are a pair of size 34s that my son left behind when he went on deployment. Um, you see that they're not completely, they're still tight, but I've made some progress. So I'm eager to see how much I weigh. And coming off of the fast, I have eaten. It's been 2 days since I broke the fast, and so I have eaten. But I'm still eager to see where I'm at. And stay tuned, and we'll find out together.
Hey, we're here with John's Weigh In. We forgot to turn the scale on. We missed last week, work issues, right? And so we're trying to catch up today. So we're going to see where he's at.
Where's the little things out there?
And tape came off of my foot this week. Sorry.
Okay. Wow, magic. I got dressed. That way you can see my snazzy new sweatsuit. All right. Anyway, yeah. So I'm 207, but
And I put you back on track. I think plus a little bit.
yeah. Thing is, number one, I just came off of a 5-day fast. So last Sunday, I had my final meal at about 8 p.m. And I actually had planned to start the fast Sunday. So I started fasting Saturday night. I ate my final meal, and then I didn't eat all day Sunday. But I messed up and didn't tell my wife that I was fasting. And so she made some rice pudding, and then she just walked to me and said, "Here, to try it." And rather than being that guy, I just went ahead, ate it, and then I ate something else she cooked, and I said, "Okay." As we're eating, I said, "When I get done with this meal, my fast starts." So my fast, I'm counting it from about 8 p.m. Sunday night, and then I didn't eat again. I didn't take anything in except water and 0 calorie Tic Tacs and 0 calorie. Well, I'd say maybe 1 calorie sugar-free gum. But the sugar-free gum, that was the first 2 days, and the Tic Tacs were up through Wednesday, and then from Wednesday to Friday I had nothing. So I broke my fast. Friday morning I had communion, and then I broke my fast. But between Wednesday and Friday, it was just water. And between Sunday night at 8 p.m. and that Wednesday, all I had that wasn't water. It was 0 calorie Tic Tacs and the low calorie chewing gum. It's Orbit. I think it's about a calorie. I think when I checked it, it's supposed to be about 1 calorie per serving. So in any case, coming off of that, I guess I could talk about how I felt during the fast. But first, I can say that coming off of that, my stomach is still recovering, and so I'm not eating a bunch of crazy foods, which is one reason why I wanted to do the fast. I had spiritual reasons, which were the first reason, but then secondarily, I knew I was going to get some physical benefits. So I have kicked a lot of my food addictions, and that's one of the things I knew that fasting would do for you. So, like, sugar is not as big a deal anymore. I still love sweet tea. I'm still in the South, but I'm able to use honey, and even if I use sugar, it's not as much.
Right.
Okay, I'm not like starting with syrup and then adding water.
Right.
As far as how I felt during the fast, I planned my fast in case you're planning on doing it. I did plan my fast for my regular deload week, so my physical activity was going to be low anyway, because you're going to be weak for part of it. By the third day, you sort of go into ketosis,
Right.
depending on your body is naturally detoxing, and so once your body is kind of detoxed itself, you go into ketosis, and then you have like a surge of energy. So I was able to do everything. The only workout that I had that wasn't in the fasted state was my deadlift workout, and then that was just based on the meals I had Friday. So Friday when I broke my fast at midnight, I had yogurt. Later on, I had soup. The first thing I ate was I said I had communion. Then I had the yogurt along with the best oatmeal I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, I ate that. So this is no ordinary oatmeal. What's in this packet? Which is another cool thing. It's like now the eating experience is actually better because I taste flavors in food that I never did, that I didn't before. I guess I never did, but I didn't before. So I don't have to season foods as heavily. In fact, pretty much now all I put is my Himalayan sea salt and maybe some paprika and whatever. Or if my wife cooks, there's gonna be some Goya. All right, she's Puerto Rican, or whatever. But not a whole bunch of things.
Right.
Okay, I don't need a lot of things to bring out the flavor of the food. I can taste that. So yeah, the fast was an experience. I will say too that in terms of avoiding hunger, I found that what I had to do was to just you'd be surprised how many billboards have food on them and how many ads on TV have food on them. It's just hard. So I stayed off of social media a lot more, which is tough when you have a business that runs on social media. But I stayed off social media, and that's because when you sit, just think about your habits. If you're sitting and watching something on YouTube or doing something on Facebook, you tend to want to snack. So instead, I tried to get up and be more active and move more. So I raked more leaves than I ever have in my life, which is good because it's physical activity, made me move more. And then I'd say the only other adjustment I had to make was during my workouts, I would have to rest a little bit longer between sets. And I made the weight, the weight was already going to be lighter because it was deload week.
Right.
So I didn't have any major thing. One night, I think, Wednesday night, the night that I went from the Tic Tacs and the gum to just water was kind of rough because the process of chewing is also like a mental thing. Like you need it. I don't know, maybe you know more about it. It's just like psychologically you feel like you need to chew.
Right.
And that's what the gum was for. I was just like, yeah, it keeps your breath smelling like you have a dragon in the dungeon, but also it's just because I was chewing. I said, so I tried chewing a straw instead, because straws are 0-calorie food. Anyway, I tried chewing a straw instead, and that helped a little bit with the cravings, but that Wednesday night was probably the roughest night. It took a lot of prayer to get me through that one.
Yeah, typically for me, the day 2 or 3 is the toughest.
Yeah.
When it hits.
So anyway, rebounded. I remember I think I said something to you last month about wanting to do it, and so I think I will continue to do this. It's not, people want to know whether it's a weight loss option and whether it's healthy. Your fasting is healthy, but I would say number one, I'm only going to do it during deload week, and it's still going to just be 5 days, my 5-day deload week. And also, you kind of need to have some strategies in place, and you need to also listen to your body. So if you've never fasted before, then what I would recommend is just start with a 1-day fast, because that's what I did. I had done 24-hour fast before. Or maybe do some intermittent fasting first. Don't just dive right into 5 days. So anyway, next week, 206 or less.
206. We'll hold you to it. Have a good day.
Thanks.